So under the cosine rule, we are going to proceed and we are going to look at an example. And we said that you can use the cosine rule when you have been given two sides and an angle, or when you have been given three sides. And in this case, for this triangle ABC, we have been given two sides and an angle. So length AB is 5 centimeters, length BC is 8 centimeters, and angle ABC is 112 degrees. And the question reads, find AC. And before we find AC, let us identify the parts of this triangle. So the length that is opposite to A, this is small letter A. The length that is opposite to C, this is small letter C. And the length that is opposite to B, this is small letter B. So I'm trying to calculate length AC, which is small letter B. So my formula is going to have B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2. Then I'm going to get these two letters, so it will be 2AC cos. Cos here, the angle that I'm going to get is the angle that is at B. So the angle B. So I'll say B squared is equal to the length A, that's 8, so that's 8 squared, plus C here, the length C, that's 5, so that's going to be 5 squared minus 2 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5 multiplied by cos B, the angle which is at B is 112 degrees, so that's 112. So B squared is equal to, so if you punch 8 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 5 multiplied by cos 112 on the calculator, you are going to have 118.969. so that's 118.969. And to find the value of B here, I'll say a square root here and a square root this side. So this and this will go. So my B is equal to the square root of 118.969. I'm having 0.907, so that's 10.907. So 10.907. So I can say here my length AC is equal to 10.907 centimeters. So this is the length of AC using the cosine rule. And remember that we had two sides and an angle, and we were supposed to calculate this length here. So in this video, we're going to proceed, and we're going to proceed on the cosine rule, and we're going to look at on how you can find the angles when you have been given the three sides of a triangle. And I have triangle AB C. And from this triangle ABC, I need to identify the part. So the part that is opposite to A, that's small letter A. The part that is opposite to B, that's small letter B. And the part that is opposite to C, that's small letter C. And as you can remember, we actually wrote our general formula that we use for the cosine rule when you have been given the two sides and an angle. So we said that that's a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. And if you have been told to calculate angle A, we need to make cos A the subject of the formula. So let's just put this on another page. So just writing it on another page, we are going to write the same formula. So we are going to say a squared is equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. And to make cos A the subject of the formula, the first thing that I'm going to do is to transpose negative 2bc cos A to the other side of the equation. So if it is transported to the other side of the equation, it will become positive. So that's going to be positive 2bc cos A. Then I already have a squared, so that's going to be plus a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. And the next thing that I'm going to do is to transpose my a squared to the other side of the equation. So I'm going to write 2bc cos A is equal to b squared plus c squared. And when a squared is transported to the other side of the equation, it will be negative a squared. And to find the value of cos A, I'll divide both sides by 2bc and this side by 2bc. So 2bc and 2bc, they're going to cancel out. So I have cos A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared over a b c. So this is the formula that you use when calculating the angle at A. What about if you are calculating the angle at B? So that's going to be cos B is equals to a squared plus c squared minus b squared over 2ac. What about if we are calculating the angle at point C? So that's going to be cos C is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. And the next thing that we're going to look at is an example that we can find using these formulas. And for this example, I have the triangle in this form, and this is triangle ABC. This triangle ABC, and the side AB, the side BC is 5 meters, the side AC is 6 meters, and the side AB is 7 meters. And for example, if the question says find angle C, so it means the angle that is at C, and before I find the angle at C, I need to identify the parts. So the length that is opposite to A, that's A, the length that is opposite to B, that's B, and the length that is opposite to C, that's C. So I'm trying to calculate the angle that is at point C. And the formula that I'm going to use, so I'm going to use that one which has cos C, since I'm trying to calculate the angle at point C. So I'll say cos C is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. So I'm going to say cos c is equal to a. I know that a, that's 5, so that's 5 squared sorry about that. So I know that a, that's 5 squared, then b, that's 6 squared, minus c, that's 7 squared, over 2 multiplied by a. I know that's 5, and b, that's 6, so multiplied by 2 multiplied by a, that's 5, multiplied by 5 multiplied by b, that's 6. So let me just write that properly. So that's cos c is equal to 5 squared plus 6 squared minus 7 squared over 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 6. So I'm having cos c is equal to, so if you punch on the calculator 5 squared plus 6 squared minus 7 squared, that's going to give you 12 over, if you punch on the calculator 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 6, that's 60. So to find the value of c, I'll say angle c is equals to cos inverse of 12 divided by 60. So if you punch on the calculator cos inverse of 12 divided by 60, that's going to give you 78.46 degrees. 78.46 degrees. That means that the angle that is at point C is 78.46 degrees.